As a grant recipient, if you find yourself in the situation whereby you're struggling to deliver on milestones or deliver the project, it's very important that you're reporting back to the grant maker. The financial outlays associated with the project need to be in line with the project progress. And if those milestones are starting to move out of sync, more money is being spent in the earlier stages of the project than expected, and that's likely to bring on more financial stress towards the end of the project. That really has to be identified early. And the best way to do this is to ensure that your finance team is forming part of your core grant steering committee such that they can very closely monitor the associated finances. This becomes more and more complex the more programs that you have going on at any one time. So often there will be obviously multiple systems being used inside the organization. The finance system will be one. There will be undoubtedly emails moving around for communication, and there are likely to be a whole raft of spreadsheets associated with each of the programs that we're running as well. The spreadsheets are a fantastic tool to capture a snapshot of information at a point in time, but they don't give you the end-to-end visibility that you need or the ability to track over time in the same way that a more comprehensive grant management system would. As a grant recipient, you've been successful. You've been awarded your grant, you've built out your programs, and you've launched a couple of your projects. How do we ensure that we're aligning our project execution with the original goals that were outlined in the application and that we're meeting the grant maker's expectation? And of course, we want to do that, but what we'd rather do is actually exceed their expectations. So how much better it would be to be able to deliver a program that actually enhances the outcomes that we promised beyond what we were originally put in the application. In order to achieve this, it's really important to start early. If you start missing some of the early milestones, the focus becomes on catching that time up or improving the processes to ensure that no more milestones are missed. Whereas what we would love to be able to do all the way through the program is actually be continuing to optimize and, if possible, over-deliver on the expectations of the grant maker. Right from the beginning, we need to make sure we've got the right structures in place, we have the people there, we have the tech layer supporting that, and that we have our regular communication back to the grant maker, talking to them about how we're achieving those goals and where we're going next. Obviously, the grant maker themselves, if they start to see exceptional performance within the grant program, may want to engage with us further to choose to steer where some of those additional outcomes. This is what makes a success story even more successful. So compounding on the early focus we've had on delivering what we need to deliver and keeping that grant maker really engaged and exceeding their expectations all the way through.